Good afternoon, Endeavour. Who's up for a little bit more? I've got a feeling it's not going to be good. This is why the old man had chuckled. They were out there. He didn't have to get rid of us. His friends would do that. At Coruisk, miles from anywhere, and there would be no one to save us. I looked at Becky. She was white, and she was shaking. Or I was. It was hard to tell. It was the middle of the night, but under the canvas it looked like lunchtime in Greece in the summer. Becky, I said, I'm going outside. I had to see what was going on. I had to know who or what was out there and what they were planning to do to us. And if there was an opportunity to run, I wanted it. Wait for me. Becky reached into her pocket and pulled out a large penknife, opened the blade and crouched beside me next to the zip. I opened the tent. The unearthly blue light poured through the slit and we had to shield our eyes. We stuck our heads out and looked up. Flipping heck, muttered Becky. There was a vast column of blue light, thick as a tube train, going straight upwards into the night sky. I wormed my way out of the tent and crouched into the shadow of the boulder. Becky crouched behind me. Together we stood up and slowly peered over. Even from 30 metres away we could feel the heat. The base of the column was rising out of the ruined cottage we'd passed earlier, making the crumbling stones shine so brightly they looked radioactive. Above the ruin, waves of brightness whisked upwards at high speed away from the ground. I took hold of Becky's arm for some small comfort. Suddenly, there was an ear-splitting boom! Like no boom I'd ever heard in my life. It made my head wobble. It made my stomach wobble. It made my toes wobble. The light went off. The boom echoed back off the faraway mountains and slowly died into silence. All we could hear was the blood thumping in our ears. When my heart slowed down a bit, I turned to Becky. Well, I guess this has to be the place. Look, Becky whispered, pinching my arm down there. I followed her eyes to a narrow channel connecting the loch to the sea. A silhouette of a man was walking over the rocky ground towards the ruin. Behind me, a little boat was moored in the channel with a second silhouetted man on board. The first man reached the ruin, turned, waved to the man in the boat and stepped inside. We heard the cough of an onboard motor being started up and the boat pulled away from the shore. There was a fizzing noise once again and the column of brilliant blue light shot up out of the ruin into the sky. Oh my word, said Becky. The man had walked into the ruin. He had been toast now, he had to be. I was dreaming. I had to be dreaming. The light shone. The waves of brightness whisked upwards. The boom boomed. My toes wobbled. The light went off. The boom echoed round the valley and silence returned. I gagged a bit. I think we've just seen someone get killed, right? Oh, said Becky, that wasn't good. We have to go down there, I said. Why? Asked Becky. Because, I said. Because that's the thing. That's the reason we're here. We can't just sit here and look at it. No, said Becky. I didn't bring you all this way to be cooked alive. So what are we going to do then? We're going to sit here and look at it and see if it happens again. So we just sat there looking at it for a long time. A very long time. And it didn't happen again. Becky wandered off to have a wee and came back again. I fell asleep and woke up when the pins and needles got really bad. Okay, said Becky. Let's take a look. This is driving me nuts. Tomorrow, Endeavour. Are we going to find Charlie? We'll see. See you soon.